Okay, let's try that again. Apparently I was just talking to myself for 10 minutes. So, good morning everybody. It is Tuesday, so Talk Tuesday. Good news is you missed me fumbling around the phone while I was trying to pick up a poop and recording. So, I guess silver lining. The straight road today, there's actually no wind. Tucker, can we not? Thanks. So hopefully that makes for much better audio for you guys. And conveniently, I have Chewy with me, and last week I had wanted to do a video on structured walk with Chewy with me. You'll see why in a second. And obviously that didn't happen because last week was kind of, child. Thank you. So as you can see, we have Kronk, Phoebe, Tucker, Nova, Mish Mish. Good boy. Good job. Hamish and Chewy. Good job. Okay, go. Good job. And Chewy's on leash because we are working on leash manners for him. Which is why I wanted to talk about structured walk on pack walk. Now, that being said, pack walk even has some structure to it. And by that I mean I have solid rules. The rules are the same for everybody. Well, he's done apparently. Oh, no. Okay. There are good smells out today, according to these guys. Yeah, rules that are the same for everybody. Like, recall has to be solid. Out command has to be solid. I'm trying to think what else. And the way that I make those solid is we do drills during walk. Like I will do at least 2 or 3 recall drills. Where's the terrier? Hey, Mesh. I see you. Thank you, buddy. Good boy. Sorry, I lost track of myself. Drills. So I do drills on walk. And as you know, I have a very specific process as to introducing a new dog to walk. There is another video on that, so if you don't know, you can check that out. And like just expectations, and I show the dogs, like I show them what I expect of them, and then I hold them accountable. And that's something that is during a structured walk as well. So when I say structured walk, typically I mean on leash. Even though some would argue pack walk is very similar to a structured off-leash pack walk, but when I say it, I am referring to on leash. And the end goal is it's about 90% work and 10% sniffing, peeing, whatever. Now, if you're starting them from puppy, it's something you have to build towards. And if you're starting with a dog with no leash manners, it's again something you have to build towards. And when I say build, I mean you set those expectations at home in the house where there are no distractions. Then you build from there. So you go from in your house, showing your pup where you want him on leash, or her on leash. Showing what you want in a turn, what you want at a stop, what you want in all these scenarios. And then you move that to the backyard, which is a place that has more distractions, but they're familiar with it. Or like a park that they're used to going to. And then you like gradually increase the distractions. Now, something you do have to keep in mind during a structured walk is you want it to be primarily permission based. So like if your dog is interested in something and they indicate it to you without pulling and while being polite, you can look at them and say, oh, hold on, I have to pause the video for a second. All right, guys, sorry for that brief intermission. But we're back. And yeah, so structured walk, permission based. And sort of look at it like they're out on your walk, you're not out on their walk. Now, can you have other styles of walk? Absolutely. But if you want to be able to bring your dog anywhere, one of those steps is having them solid on a structured walk. So this means, like, yes, they need to pee. So give them opportunities to pee, but make sure it's like you're heading to something and you're like, okay, go pee. And the other thing, out, good. The other thing to keep in mind is, like, your dog doesn't have to investigate everything. If you're on a sniffy walk, that's different. That's their time. That's their walk. But when you're on a structured walk, part of the training is teaching them that they don't have to interact with every little thing. Not every dog, not every person, not every smell they smell. And that helps a ton with impulse control. It makes them a lot easier. Like, if you're going for a quick block walk and you just don't have time for a sniffy walk, that's okay. Giving them a job and working their brains gives them a lot of fulfillment as well. So it's all about balance when you're talking about pups. Like, for example, Kronk behaves very well on pack walk, as you can see. But we've also been, if you follow us on Instagram, you'll know that I take him to places like the flea market and the farmer's market and out on patios. And we get tons of compliments all the time on how well behaved he is. And it's because right from the get-go, he has learned he doesn't have to go up and see everything. I don't even let him greet people or other dogs unless I say it's okay. And that to me is a safety thing. I've just run into too many issues. Like, I've had kids scream in my dog's face before, which has made me kind of gun shy about letting kids pet my dogs. Kronk, a puddle, go, get out. Still out. Go, get going. He's like, but I want the puddle. Get. There we go. Okay. Kronk. I was just saying we got lots of compliments. Thank you. And keep in mind, he's still a puppy. He's still learning. So, yeah. Like, he's not allowed to say hi to people unless I say it's okay. So his command for that is simply say hi. And we only do it if people ask. Like, if people just try to assume that they can go up and touch my dog, I get a little irritable, we'll say. Nova, keep up. Good girl. And that's how you create a chill dog. Like, even though I have been looking into seeing how well he do as a comfort animal, realistically speaking, he's still too young to figure out if that's something he's going to be good at, though I suspect he will. But the main goal for all our dogs is to be able to bring them with us as much as possible, which means their manners have to be on point. And that's not something you can teach by only doing off-leash walks and only doing sniffy walks. It's all about the balance. I will try to take a video with him to show you what I'm talking about the next time, probably on Sunday when we go to the market. Or if it's something you have questions about, something you want to see for yourself, just give me a shout and maybe we can meet up and you can see what I'm talking about. At the market, I mean. Yeah, so all that, back to Chewy, who, as you can see, he's attached to me. And he knows his job right now is just to stay in a heel position. So when I stop, he sits. Chewy, did you have some sort of conversation with Kronk? Good job. Let's go. And when I say those words, let's go, he knows that his job is to just walk with me. So as you can see, he's really chill, relaxed body language. And this is a hard level of leash walking because he's got all the dogs running around. So this is not where you start at all. So with him, I was boarding him. And since he is in training at the time of his board. We did a little bit of work with him as a part of his board and taught him in my basement how I expected him to walk. And then I took and did that 50 to 100 times. And by that, I mean like turns and different situations, as many as I could do in the basement. And then I took him in the backyard, and I had Hamish supervising at the time. And then I added another dog until we were walking around the backyard with no problems with all the dogs I had being around us and playing and being distracting. Kronk, stay out of the mud. Thank you. So I'm sure we're up to 10 minutes now. So I hope that made sense. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, you know what to do. Otherwise, I hope you guys are having as much fun as your dogs are. Definitely as much fun as Kronk is. And we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.